Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness with Susan Churchill. That's me. I'm a certified trainer with Spring Forest Qigong, and I'm also energy healer and artist, and I am so happy to be with you today. Today we are on day 10 of our 14 days for stress relief. And I'm just trying to introduce you to Masterland's 5 element practice and ways to help yourself come back to center when you drift off for whatever reason. All right. Morning, Lynn. Morning, Joanne. So let's start by feeling peace. All right. So we're going to start, and I'll give another tinkle here with our chimes. Standing, sitting, or lying down. Put your hands in prayer position. Connects the heart meridian together in a nice loop. And we'll just spend a minute allowing ourselves to soak up peace. Allow yourself to feel how the earth is supporting you. And feel that warmth and maybe yellow light coming in and through your body, softening, releasing, adjusting, and out through the top of your head. And there's a beautiful sun in the center of the universe. And you feel the light and love coming down on your head and shoulders. You can breathe in the color yellow or gold, or anything that comes to you in through every pore of the skin, into and between all of your cells, and just let yourself be saturated with peace. Little smile comes up on your face. Let yourself soften, soften, soften as we release our hands and start bouncing from the knees. Hi, Lily. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Maria. Happy to see you all. It's Friday. Wow. Another week slinks by. So as you're bouncing, just let your shoulders totally relax down. Your arms are hanging and they're pulling the shoulders down a little bit just by the weight. And then as if a breeze of air comes up, your elbows just lift away from the body a little bit and your fingers separate. Breathe in through the nose. Hi, Martha. Breathe out through the mouth. Tuck your chin in a little bit to align the neck with the rest of the spine. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Feel your shoulders softening even more, your spine straightening up. As you slowly lift your hands up over your heads, letting your hands just flap at the wrists. And and feel any extra energy, any tension in the body just start to break up and release out as light or smoke or beautiful butterflies. Bring your hands on down and then let your shoulders guide the movement as you go side to side. And your arms, our arms are not even, you're not pulling or pushing with the arms. You're just letting them swing. And that opens up the spine. And you can feel it all the way down to your feet and all the way up through your head. And just see yourself, like imagine a spine, right? And it's just going as perfectly as it can, side to side, twisting one way, twisting the other way. Allow any extra energy that might be stuck to open up and leave, to transform into something beautiful. And then we'll allow ourselves to wind down. And we'll do our shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders. Hi, Susan. Hi, Christine. Lift the shoulders up to your ears. Head goes back. Scrunch back a little bit like you're gluing the shoulders and the head directly together. You're just totally missing the neck. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Tongue is still touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We lower down the shoulders, feel spinal fluid coming up and giving a nice chemical bath to your brain, and then pull the shoulders down. Release tension. Make sure you still have a bend in your knees, and let's do that 2 more times. So lift the shoulders, head goes back, breathing, softening. Shoulders melt down, the head gently comes up, feeling a whoosh of chi going. You can have it go all the way up to the ends of the universe and splash back down, whatever you'd like. Just feeling that cleansing, and pull the shoulders down and release. One more time. Shoulders come up, head goes back. And on your own, you can do a set of 6 or 9. And just remember, only hold for about 9 seconds. So we don't want to cut off. We don't want to cut off our blood circulation. And then pull the shoulders down. And release. Okay. Now we're going to tap and cup. So start with the cheekbones. So these are the stomach detoxification points. Hi, Pam. Hi, Alicia. Wow, everybody's here today. Big party. And so when you're tapping here, you can send down yellow light and imagine it's going down through the center of your body and down the front of your legs all the way down to the ground. And then you can go up here to the beginning of the eyebrows and tap here and send dark blue light. And this is going to go like you're tapping it back to your spine. It's going to travel all the way down and down the back of your legs to the ground. We'll cup the top of our head, leaning forward a little bit. Cup the base of your head. Come down to the C7, the bump at the base of the neck, and massage this. And you can do a pinch and release, or you can just do a massage in a circle with one hand, or both hands, or switch them. And just say, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, we'll clap our hands to stimulate our heart. And this is a good way to do it. Like, this makes a good clap, like if you're at the theater. But we want to stimulate all the chi channels. So we want to hit those fingertips, okay? And then cup the inside of the left elbow and the right side. And under your arm, left side. And then the right side. And then window the lungs. And this is another thing you can do as a set. So if you've got something going on with the lungs or the heart, you can do the clapping, inside elbows, underarm, or even add in the window of the lungs, and then do 3 sets of it. Do 6 sets. Even do 9 sets. Um, we did the first 3 for 10 minutes in our first 14 days for heart health. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's say hello to our kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands, and then turn your hands over. Oh, that feels good. Rub with the palms. Well, let's hold them here for a few seconds. And breathe in and out. Your eyes closed as much as you can. If you need to watch me, of course, but if you can have your eyes closed, come down to the tailbone and tap. That's more softening. That's more relaxing, because bring your thumbs in and tap your hips, because then the eyes aren't looking out and saying, ooh, what's going on? And so it can focus inward and say, well, what's going on in here? Let's cup the tops of our knees, reach around to the backs, cup both sides left and right, and come up on the toes, down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. And you can go as easily as you need to, remembering that this does help your bone density, so that's awesome. Very good. All right, so that was all the active exercises. So let's close our eyes and breathe. Maybe you use your arms and bring up the energy from the earth, and then just kind of yawn and stretch out as you're a little plant and you're opening up. And then see if you can feel the universe's energy, love and light. You can imagine a beautiful sun in the center of the universe, and it has all the love of everyone you've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved you. And you feel that coming down. You feel it on your skin. You feel it moving through your chi field and body, releasing extra energy you no longer need. And you're noticing that every part of your body is there and all is happy to be with you right now. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get into beginning of the universe position. So that's when we transition from active exercises, waking up the chi, to connecting as much as we can to the highest vibration of the universe, and then moving into the healing movement. All right, so knees bent, feet shoulder hip distance apart. And of course, if you're sitting or lying down, just imagine this is what you're doing and try to feel it. Hi, Yipeng, good to see you. Relax the shoulders down, elbows come out, stretch your fingers and toes, like a mega stretch, like you're trying to go backwards, or you're trying to grow your fingers and toes. And that stimulates 12 meridians in the body, which go to the hearts. It goes to all of your organ systems. Then release with a little intention of still feeling that activation on the tips of your toes and fingers. And like for me, it kind of feels like I'm holding a little energy ball. And then place your hands down gently. Still away from your body a little bit. Your spine is nice and straight, your knees are bent. You can tuck your tailbone in and out until you feel a little release. Shoulders come down, chin goes in a little, and you get to the position where you are just holding your form effortlessly. Now, it may take a little while to actually attain that, but have the intention and say, I'm holding my form effortlessly. Hi, Dorothy. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We switch our breathing to in and out through the nose. And we start to feel a bubbling up of joy, popping up to the surface and bringing a smile to our face. Notice yourself going between being solid and just being light or vibration. And we'll say the password Master Lin gave us from Spring Forest Qigong. So this is his practice we're doing. And he created this as a bridge to help us connect our chi field to the highest chi field, unconditional love, which we are not separated from except when we are unaware. We're just unaware of it. So this is bringing our awareness. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And see how that feels. And see if you start to feel some goosebumps or tingling or itchiness. Or you have more saliva. Or you see colors. You see light behind your eyes. Or you start to get a whiff of roses or something. Or you just feel aligned. And whatever it is, wherever you are in this moment, just be grateful. We're all together, we're supporting each other. And then what we do is we put in our intentions. Connect to what's most divine for each and every one of us. For the group, our intention is for releasing stress, for learning how to identify it when it starts to come up for us, and then to remember and learn what we can do to release it before it gets stuck and makes a blockage. All right, so beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the third movement from Master Lin's 5-element practice, which is called Connecting Heaven and Earth. So let me double check our time. Doing great. All right. So now when we do this one, if you haven't done this for a while, or even if you have but you haven't done it this long, your arms might get tired. So just go ahead and take your arms down for a few breaths and bring them back up. So we bring our hands up over our heads, and I'm just kind of going to be going up and down here. So like you're holding a giant beach ball, all right? And the whole movement, it's so easy. Well, it's so easy to learn. Is you have your arms up, you breathe in, and you bend at the knees. And you might come down a half an inch, you might come down 3 inches. Depends on how flexible your legs are. And then you breathe out and you straighten back up. So that's it. But to do it slowly and to hold your arms up the whole time can be challenging. So allow yourself to close your eyes, breathing in. You slowly lower at the knees. You let the shoulders soften. So we don't want to have our ears up, our shoulders up by our ears. We want to relax the shoulders as we go up and down, breathing in. As we lower our knees, at our knees, and we breathe out as we straighten up. Keep from locking the knees when you come up, that's all. And close your eyes, and you can use the color yellow or gold coming in through all the pores of your skin. Going in through every cell, tissue, and organ, just saturating yourself with yellow light, and allow yourself to feel flutterings of butterfly wings as any extra energy, any anxiousness, any worries release out and go to the ends of the universe. Just let them fly all the way super fast. And then you take another breath in. And you fill up all those little holes. And you become more golden and more golden and more golden with every breath. and more peaceful. This helps the stomach system, stomach, pancreas, spleen. Breathing in and out. Keep your tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Breathe in and out through the nose, if you can. And you can allow yourself to remember peaceful moments or to imagine what does peace feel like. Sitting out, fishing with my dad in a boat really early in the morning. You just hear some birds and the plunking of my bobber. We didn't catch many fish, but he taught me peace. How to slow down, savor the moment, and enjoy whatever is happening and be in wonder. What does it feel like to you? What's peace for you? All right, we'll continue for another 3 or 4 minutes. And then, of course, if you need to bring your hands down at any time, go ahead for a few breaths and then bring them back up. If you're totally exhausted, sit down or stay in one place and just visualize it. When you first start, you might feel this is not peaceful because you're trying to do it right. But no worries, because then at some point, a little switch is going to flip and you're going to realize that your life force, your chi, is guiding you up and down and you don't have to do anything. And you can just enjoy being peace, radiating peace. And for this last minute or so, let go of how you're doing it at all and just feel peace, whether you're moving or not moving. Let go of all overthinking and anxiety. And then we'll slowly turn our hands outward and very, very slowly bring your hands down. This is a beautiful one because you may notice your chi field. You may feel that it is kind of hard to move your hands down, that there's like you're going through jello or pudding or something. And we release that down. Beautiful. So with our Spring Force Qigong practice, we remember to harvest the chi. So what you do is imagine all your chi. Now your chi field expands when you do this. That means you're cultivating chi, energy, life force, vitality. And so we're just going to feel it We're going to visualize it and feel it coming in as a ball of light. And I want you to take in all your experiences too, whether they were what you might call positive or negative. If you're like, oh my gosh, I hate this one, or or I just feel like I'm sitting on a cloud, whatever it is, because everything is important. If you had feeling sensations in the body, your mind even going off more than it was because it's trying to, it's pulling away from being peaceful for whatever reason. So you just let that all come in the lower dantian is a ball of light that's deep behind the navel, and then you give this ball a spin, and you spin it and spin it and spin it, and you see it's getting smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter as it goes faster and faster. And then it magically, like I always like the Disney thing, it turns into a tiny little energy pill, and you tuck it deep behind the navel. So since I said Disney, the picture in my head, it usually turns into some kind of thing. I have Tinkerbell in there. I don't think she's very happy that she's in there, though. You know how she would get a little annoyed. And tuck it deep behind the navel. All right. I just pulled those off. I'm going to pull them off again. Now, we want to soothe ourselves. We want to let our body know, yeah, we did this for you. This is for you. You keep this within the body. You're feeling good all day. We're working together. So rub your hands, rub your face. And you can cup your head and rub your ears. Pull your earlobes. Let me see where we're at. Ooh, we have moments. All right, let's do neck circles. All right, so pretend you have a pencil sticking out from the bottom of your chin, and you got a piece of paper here, and you're kind of like a spirograph, but you're just gonna make circles. So you bring your chin forward, and then you circle around, starting to the right side, and you kind of go back too, because you're trying to make a nice circle. And the rest of your body, you're trying to keep relatively still. Some people can do it really well, but no worries. And you do a couple in that direction, and then you stop and you go in the other direction. And make sure you're breathing as you do this. It has a totally different and much more satisfying and healing effect when you keep breathing and you're not holding your breath. All right, cool. And then we'll just tap down the body and the arms, under the arms, down the sides. And say hello to our kidneys again. And tap the tailbone. And tap the hips. And come down to your knees. And cup the tops of the knees. Reach around to the backs. Cup both sides, left knee and right. And come up on the toes and down on the heels. How you feeling? Little release of maybe some stress even from waking up? Let me know. I'd love to know what's going on for you. Let's do a giant 10,000 hand breath in. So we bring our hands up and imagine we have 10,000 more. And as they come up, it feels like a flower, like a lotus flower or something. All the petals. And you look up a little bit and you see everyone who's ever loved you just pouring in gifts for you based on what you asked for. All right, and we bring them down and we have so much gratitude. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay. Bye.